It's about that time to bring on Morehouse's own, our Dr. MJ Collier. What's up, my brother?
Well, good morning, Rock T. It's time for your coronavirus update today. And let me tell you something. The United States is now up to 8.19 million cases and 220,000 deaths. So the rates are increasing in the majority of states with over 70,000 cases in one day last week. One of the things, Rock T, that they found out was early in the coronavirus outbreak, hospital data in China revealed a disparity. That disparity being that COVID-19 was killing far more men than women. This was then noted in South Korea, European countries, and now the United States. So by mid-October, the virus had killed 17,000 more American men than women, according to data from the CDC. So for every 10 women that died from the coronavirus in the United States, 12 men have died. What has become more evident is that men show a comparatively weaker immune response to coronavirus than women. Women generally have stronger immune systems due to the X chromosome, which is packed with immune-related genes. So women have 2 X chromosomes, and so they have a double dose of these protective genes that give them a more powerful immune system. So a strong immune system is noted that men in their 40s have an equivalent immune function to a woman in her 90s.
Wow.
So a 40-year-old man compared to a 90-year-old woman. Because as we age, our immune function decreases, but men we always talk about women being the weaker sex. Women are the more potent in a variety of ways, but definitely as far as their immune system and fighting this coronavirus. So that's amazing data. And again, one of the things that we are noting and observing, the men having worse cases, more severe cases, and they're dying at a higher rate. So, Rocky, that's some amazing data for us today.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We got some calls for you, Dr. Collier. 866-9-Rickey. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning.
Dr. Collier, I would like to know how susceptible is someone that has sarcoidosis to COVID-19 and what extra precautions should they take?
Okay, sarcoidosis can affect predominantly the lungs. It affects the skin as well. But that, again, with lung damage already in the pipeline, you are a predisposed individual and have much higher susceptibility to not only catching the coronavirus, but also having a worse case. So remember the 3 W's. Wear your mask, wash your hand, and watch your distance. But remember, boosting your immune system is your greatest opportunity to fight this disease state. So vitamin D, omega-3 fish oil, zinc at a dose of 50 milligrams per day, things like probiotics, anything you can do to boost your immune system will help.
Another call, Dr. Collier, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning. I have a child that wants to play basketball this year. What's the best way to keep her safe?
Once again, I would give the child appropriate doses of these medications. That we're talking about a teenager, they can probably take the same doses as an adult would. But for younger children, age appropriate dosing of vitamin D and zinc will help boost their immune system. But with younger people, the key thing is social distancing and washing their hands. As you can see, even at the professional level, they're having difficulty controlling the spread of the virus. Since playing basketball for your child in a bubble is not an option, that means they're going to be susceptible to infection. So it's a risk you have to weigh and decide whether it's important enough for you to let that child be exposed.
Hey, Dr. Carr, you just said something that I've been wanting to know the answer to when it comes to age-appropriate doses of supplements, because most of the time when you look on the labels, it says 12 and older. And if your kid is under 12, should you not give them an adult dosage of vitamin C or vitamin D or whatever?
Well, you shouldn't give them adult dosage. I might cut the dose in half, but, it's just vitamins, so there's really no issues with children. If it was, prescription medications, that would be different. But vitamins and supplements are perfectly safe. You just have to make an age-appropriate dosing, and that information is readily available on the Internet, depending upon which supplement you're speaking of. But I would definitely say vitamin C at a dose of 500 versus 1,000 for an adult would probably be good. I might give them a vitamin D at, say, 1,000 to 2,000 instead of the 5,000. But you can get guidelines based on their weight and their age that's more specific, and is readily available. Or consult, the pediatrician that's there, and he ought to be able to give you that information, or she.
We got time for one more call. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to ask the question of what's the difference in taking the vitamins like vitamin D and vitamin C versus natural foods that have that vitamin in it?
There's actually no difference. The problem is that natural foods don't have enough of the doses that you need. The nutritional value of food these days is much less than it was, say, in the 60s and the 70s. So it's usually very difficult to get, the vitamins that you need in your daily food consumption. So supplements are highly recommended and a way to ensure that you're getting what you need. So that's what I'd recommend. But of course, you can get vitamin C in a variety of things, from orange juice to, citrus fruit drinks, etc. So you can get them and capture them in your food, but it requires a lot of seriously informed shopping and consumption. The kids and adults have to eat those things versus just having them in the shelf.
We're chatting with Morehouse's own Dr. M.J. Collier, man. Go ahead and give your disclaimer, my brother.
Okay, these are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rock T, Rickey Smiley, or the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, or its radio affiliates. Remember the 3 W's. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and watch your discipline. You can find me at the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.